all for waiting patiently. I saw you in line. Would you like to go on that? Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, girl. Howdy.
Hey, it's a
You're
pleasure
a
to meet you.
Cardinals fan,
Yes,
huh?
I am. And
Well.
a Howard Stern fan, too. Over here, please. Thank you. Thank you.
This is Ted Veneman here for Creation TV. I'm here with George Takei, and we're going to ask him a couple of questions here. So, George, you've amassed a legion of youthful fans with your appearances on Howard Stern. How do you think that the Star Trek fans have adjusted to the Stern sense of humor?
Well, I think, what they need to focus on is Howard Stern really is someone who boldly goes where no one has gone before. For example, he was enormously successful on free terrestrial radio, enormously. And if he felt, very secure and unventuresome, he could have just stayed there and continued to make millions. But here is this new technology, and a technology that needs to really be filled with substance. And it was a great big risk, but he went there and indeed turned out to be very successful. That sense of venturesomeness, of adventure. But most importantly, the reason why I support Howard, his humor is juvenile and bawdy, but he also is a champion of the freedom of speech. And I, as a Japanese American who grew up in 2 American internment camps during the Second World War, I cherish the fundamental ideals of this system, and the freedom of speech is a crucial one, particularly now during the Bush administration, where it is such a divisive administration, either with us or against us. And if you exercise your freedom of speech, then you are against them. That kind of atmosphere sours democracy. And Howard's courage and his principles is what I admire tremendously.
So he's championing a lot of what Gene stood for, and he's actually a Star Trek fan, is he not?
Yes, he is. And yes, absolutely. Gene was a different kind of visionary, He had a affirmative vision of the future. Certainly, that was science fiction and political fiction and social fiction, but he had the savvy to get it on network television. When we were first on, our ratings were bad, but Gene is one of those visionaries, and that kind of venturesomeness is what Star Trek is all about.
And Star Trek and Howard are vigorously supported by their fans, and that brings us to another question: is how do you feel about the interaction with fans, face to face, one-on-one at photo ops here at the Creation Convention, or even on stage, and the support you've had over the years? Because you've been doing conventions for us for a number of years, and you keep on coming back. So what's the reason behind that?
Well, this kind of incredible longevity that Star Trek's enjoyed, and the popularity, or Howard's popularity and the devotion of his fans. All Howard's success, Star Trek's success, is because of the fans. It is their devotion and their support and their loyalty that's made both Howard and Star Trek the phenomenon that it is. And I see these conventions as an opportunity for me to personally and in person say thank you to the fans for their support. And so that's why I keep coming back.
Well, we're glad to have you, and as a fan myself, I'm glad to be able to shake your hand here at a Creation Convention. Thank you very much, George.
Thank you very much. Hello, I'm George Takei, and you're watching Creation TV.